Let's start with numbers. With numbers, we can start with the approximation. What does approximation means? Approximation, it means that when I have a long number and I want to find the approximated value for a long number. As an example, if I write 230.59 and I want the approximate value for this numbers, simply I can write it as, if I want to approximately writing this number to the nearest 10, then it will be 230. Let's see what types of approximation we have. We can round either to the nearest decimal place or we can round to the nearest significant figures. For the decimal places, let's say I want to round it 230.59. I want to round it to the nearest one decimal place. One decimal place, it means that I will go one digit after the decimal place. I will look at the 9. Is it greater than 5? Yes, it is. So it will give the 5, 1. So this value to the nearest decimal place will be equal, approximately equal to 230.6. And this is how it goes when I want to round to decimal places. I just go number of digits after decimal place and I round. Let's see what happens for the significant figures. The significant figures, we start counting the digits that are not a 0. So let's round this number 0.0125 to one significant figure. We want to round it to the nearest one significant figure. Now I will start counting the numbers that are not 0. So the first number that is not 0 is 1. So I consider the 1 to be the first significant figure. I look at the number behind the 1, it's 2. Is the 2 greater than 5? No, it's not greater than 5, so it does not give an extra 1 to the 1. So this value rounded to the nearest one significant figure will be equal to 0.01. As simple as this. Now, let's take an example. Write down 0.01256 correct to. The first one I want to round it correct to 3 decimal places, and the second one I want to correct it to 2 significant figures. Now let's start by A. I have the number 0.01256 and I want to round to 3 decimal places. Decimal places, I count the digits after the decimal point. So this is the first digit, this is the second digit, and this is the third decimal point. I look at the 5. Does the 5 gives 1 to the 2? Yes, it does. So rounded to 3 decimal places, this value would be 0.013. This value is rounded to 3 decimal places. Now let's check for part B. I want to round this number to 2 significant figures. I want to round 0.01256. I want to round it to 2 significant figures. Let's see, I start counting the significant figures, starting from the first number, which is not a 0. So this is the first significant figure, and this is the second significant figure. Does the 5 give the 1? Yes, it gives 1 to the 2, and my rounded number would be 0.013, and this rounding also is to 2 significant figures.